What's up, guys? It's Professor Gnome, and today we're going to be looking at Future Box. So we're looking at Iron Crown, and we do have Iron Hands in the deck, but that's not our main focus. What our main focus is actually going to be around Iron Leaves EX, and looking to take advantage of a lot of Charizard being in the meta. One of the ways that we're going to be able to do that is the standard Miraidon package, comboing them together, and being able to utilize getting all our grass energy in play. We can still utilize Iron Hands, but also we want to be able to utilize Iron Leaves as well. So when Charizards come in, we're able to bounce into Iron Leaves, get the knockouts there, and then use Iron Hands in order to knock out things like the Pidgeot EX and things like that. We also run Crisis Punch because we take an active role in having Miraidon in the deck. So what'll end up happening most times is like Miraidon will get knocked out in the early game, and then that'll get followed up by like our Iron Hands getting knocked out, one of our Iron Leaves that brings them down to one prize card. Then we have the ability to use Crisis Punch. We want to make sure that our grass energies are always staying in play, so we also play EXP share, along with all the other standard like regular everyday pieces that we typically need. So yeah, that's going to be the list, guys. Definitely let me know what you think of the list, any changes that you might make, and any suggestions on how to make it better. The only other thing that I'd be thinking about running is like the Volcarona option, because a lot of grass decks are around right now because they're looking to counter Charizard as well. So you can kind of take advantage of that. Just in my testing, that wasn't happening as much as I'd want it to. So I decided to take that out, but it's definitely an option, and I'd recommend it if you feel like that's, running into, like that's something you're running into often. Lastly is a piece. Definitely let me know what decks you want to see next on the channel and any other cards featured. Like always, don't forget to do all the YouTube stuff and all that. Like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And I guess lastly, before we get into the games, I mentioned it in the last video, but I know not everybody makes it all the way to the end. So I thought I'd mention it here. Definitely let me know what else you want to see on the channel. Summer's coming up, so I'm going to have a ton more time to record. And so I definitely want to kind of vary up the content on the channel. So definitely let me know what you want to see. I'm down to do other stuff, but predominantly I feel like I'll end up keeping it at least Pokemon related, whether that be gameplay videos of other games. Of I've been playing like a lot more Unite. In particular, whether it be VGC content or singles or whatever that looks like. Definitely let me know your suggestions, so I can kind of get an idea of what you guys would want to see on the channel. But yeah, we'll get into the games in 1 second. Peace out. See you guys there. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you. Alright, we're into the game, and our opponent's going to be going first. We won the coin flip, so we chose to go second. It's much better for this deck to go second than first. One, you're able to set up your Miraidon, and two, more importantly, you're able to see the matchup, so you're going to know what you kind of have to prioritize. So we'll see what our opponent's playing. We're going to mulligan this hand away and kind of go from there. We'll see. Alright. So, not bad, actually. We have our Future Booster Capsule, our EXP share, and a Techno Radar, and the energy in hand that we need. So we pretty much have everything that we want already. So we can go from there. We already have the Iron Leaves in hand, so we can set that up for the future. Our opponent is opening Entei. Curious. Fleet-footed to start. I mean, they have 9 cards in hand. They have to be able to play something. But they're taking an awful long time to do everything right now. Alright, so it is Charizard, which is good for us. Curious on why they're playing Entei. Using their Hero's Cape pretty early. Interesting. Alright, so we'll Techno Radar away 1 energy. Grab ourselves a Iron Crown and an Iron Hands. We can place those both. And then we'll just attach. We could Techno Radar here away the EXP share. But I don't really want to do that. I think I just want to attach right away. Do the 80 damage. Yeah. Do it like that. So now we can double attach. Then what we'll be able to do on the following turn is we'll probably get KO'd here. Just because they're going to be able to fill up their bench. Like a lot more, because right now it's doing 20, 40, 60, 80. So they only need to put 2 more things on their bench. They're probably going to be able to do that in order to knock us out. But we'll be able to come back in with Arm Press and try to knock this out. Would be the goal. But we'll see. There's Charmeleon. Alright, so there's the Arven. So they're definitely going to have... Oh, they went with just Ultra Ball. That's weird. So they're going to Ultra Ball here. I'm curious to see what they discard. Poppy and a Magma Basin. Interesting. They did not attack, which is pretty good for us. They didn't. I guess they didn't have the energy needed in order to attack with. What we're gonna do is we're actually gonna Town Store here for the EXP share, so that way we can use the Techno Radar, grab ourselves another Iron Crown and another Miraidon. Actually, I think we just go double crown here. We go double crown, get as much damage as we possibly can. We peak acceleration here. Then we go Grass Psychic. And we throw the Psychic Energy here. And now we should get KO'd. Because they can manually... what was I going to say? They can go Charizard here. Like, that was what I was trying to say. They can manually place Charizard here. Place 1 energy down onto the Entei. Place 2 onto the Charizard EX. Knock out our Miraidon. We come in with Iron Hands. Knock this out. And kind of go from there. Actually, the mistake I made was that stacking the energies onto Iron Hands probably wasn't the smartest, because it's going to get KO'd, and then I'm going to lose all these energies. So I should have been putting them onto the Iron Crown. Would have actually been better. So, mistake there. I sequenced this a little wrong. But it's okay. I can make this work. Oh, even more so if they chose to do it like this. That's actually a lot better for me. Alright, that's huge. That was a massive mistake from them. Yeah, that was really, really, really bad on their part. So, like, I kind of made a mistake, but they also just really, really threw the game. So we'll bring in Iron Leaves. 1, 2, and then we'll take this, bring that there. Then what we can do from here is we can Town Store, grab ourselves a Future Booster Capsule. And we can just go ahead, attack, do all the damage we need to deal. So 1, 2. Take the prize cards. Then what we can do is they're going to bring Entei in. Okay. So I kind of understand what they were going for. Because they don't know that we have Iron Leaves. And they might not even know that we're playing it at all. I guess they have to assume we are because we have the grass energy. So I guess that's not totally true. But they can't know that we have it in hand. And so they're going about the play as like, if they KO Miraidon with Entei V, then I bring Iron Hands in, I take 3 prize cards, and like that was their worry. So they just played it too conservatively. Like they were too scared of giving up those prize cards when they shouldn't have been. Like they should have just kind of accepted that, because then my Iron Hands would have been in the active, and then they could have revenge killed it. But I think they just didn't want to risk giving up those 3 prize cards. Alright, so they're going to be able to get their energies into play here. What we're going to look to do is just find another Iron Leaves. So there's the Blazing Darkness. We will attach with the EXP share. We'll bring in our Iron Crown, since we can just attach to free retreat it. We do get the Arven. Arven's going to allow us to get an Ultra Ball. And we'll take 1 more Future Booster Capsule. This is going to secure us the game, because what we can do from here is Ultra Ball away, the Super Rod, and a Future Booster. Actually, we can get rid of Mew. Grab ourselves another Leaves. Then what we can do from here is we can Super Rod back in this, and our Miraidon. We can play down the Iron Leaves. Press yes. Drag in the 3 energy. Throw down the grass. And then thin our deck out a little bit more. We'll grab the Crisis Punch just so we don't draw it. We'll be able to knock out the Charizard. And now all we need is a single energy. And we got it. So the game's over. Because now they can bring Entei in. They hit us for weakness, but it doesn't matter, because like this will get KO'd, sure. But then we just bring... The hell is the Growlithe doing in this deck? I understood the Entei, but what the hell is this thing? Oh, wait, this Judge might become massive. If we don't get an energy or a way to get one... Alright, never mind. We got... we're fine. Oh, I panicked. I got so scared there for a second. What could they get off this that's, like, useful? I have no clue why they'd be running Arcanine. The Entei, even with the Hero's Cape, like, I got that. Like, that's not bad. Like, I don't know if I agree with it, but it's definitely not bad. The Arcanine in the deck is bad. But at this point, the game's over. I don't think they can accomplish anything. Because once they attack into this, I just bring in Iron Hands, and as long as I can attach one energy, which I can do, the game's over. Burning Rondo. We just pass the electric energy over. We bring that, put this in the active. This is where Crisis Punch would be so fun, but unfortunately, don't have act. Oh, wait. Did I shuffle it back or did I discard it? I can't even remember. I'm so excited. Alright, we'll Earthen Vessel away the other Arven. Grab ourselves Electric and Grass. We'll drop the electric energy. Oh, wait. I already have the EXP share. No! I was just looking to, like, be dumb and silly, but... oh, well. It would have been really cool. Trust me. Alright, we'll take our last 2 prize cards and the game. As easy as that. Simple. 1, 2, 3. No problem. Our opponent definitely messed up, but I guess they were too worried and, like, fixated on the fact that I was going to knock out the Entei with Iron Hands and take 3 prizes that they just kind of threw the game because of it. So, you know, think bigger picture sometimes. Giving up the prize cards is okay every so often, like, if you have to. So, weird first game, but it is what it is. You know, even in Masters, people make weird, bad errors, I guess. But yeah, that's game 1, guys. We'll see what it's like in game 2. See you guys there. Peace. All right, we're in game number 2. We did win the coin flip again, which is nice for us. It got us into a pretty good position because we're able to go second. Our hand's pretty good for it, actually. So we're in a pretty good spot already. We'll see where our opponent's playing. Hopefully not Arcanine. Alright, so it's Charizard again, but which is good for us. That's kind of the point. But hopefully it's not with Arcanine again. Like, that was bad. Alright, so there's Charmander, double Pidgey, because we're guaranteed to knock out Pidgey on this upcoming turn. Buddy Poffin for just 1. 4 cards in hand. They could have a supporter, but I think we have to play around the fact that, like, they don't have all the options they would want. We'll see what happens. They're taking a long time to decide. I don't know if they're... I have like a... Alright, I was going to say, I have kind of like an odd feeling they're about to FF, but... Alright, so we'll play this down. We'll Techno Radar. We'll get rid of the... We'll get rid of the Iono. For another... we'll actually grab these 2 for now. We'll set that up. Then what we can do here is we can Arven, grab ourselves the Future Booster Capsule. Oh, that sucks. We don't have... Oh, the Earthen Vessel's already in our hand. I'm so stupid. I was, like, looking for Earthen Vessel. I'm like, what am I going to do? I guess I'll just grab a second Techno Radar then. I was being really dumb there for a second. Alright. So, we'll retreat out. Bring this in. Then what we'll do is we'll Techno Radar. We'll get rid of this. Grab ourselves a Leave and a second Miraidon. Then what we can do is Earthen Vessel, get rid of the Miraidon. Grab ourselves double energy. We will attach the grass energy for now. Peak acceleration. Get the knockout. We'll do grass and electric. Both onto Iron Hands. And that way we're set up on the next turn. Alright. So we're set up on the next turn that if they can't knock out a Miraidon, fantastic. Like, you know, obviously best case scenario. But if they do, it's not that big a deal. Since we'll be able to bring our Iron Hands in right after, drop the Iron Leaves, bring those in, Techno Radar with discarding the electric energy for whatever other pieces we want, and then we can Professor's Research, looking for the last grass energy to knock out the Charizard they're about to make. So we're not in a bad spot. It all just depends on what they have in their hand. So there's the Ultra Ball, which will be for Charizard EX or for Pidgeot EX, which means they probably already have Rare Candy in hand or an Arven. They're playing Toadscruel. What is happening? Why is everybody trying to get fancy with their lists? What matchup would you be trying? Like, the Chen Pal matchup, you're already kind of winning it. I don't feel like it's necessary to run Toadscruel. Alright, so they need a supporter. They could either go Arven. Okay. I was going to say they can go Arven or Research, but off the Arven... So they have to have one or the other. They're going to get a Rare Candy here. Best case scenario, it's Charizard. Okay, so they didn't have one in hand. They're probably going to use the Seal Stone to get the other piece. Again, best case scenario is Charizard because we get to come in and knock that out, and then they'll have nothing to work with. Because we know one card in their hand is the Rare Candy. We can assume one's like an energy, and I don't even know what the other card might be. Maybe like something useless like a Super Rod or something. The only thing that could really suck here is if we don't get the grass energy we need off the Research. That could be kind of bad. They go Nest Ball? They had to have already had Nest Ball in hand, right? What did they grab? I wasn't paying attention. So there's Rare Candy. Alright, Charizard. That was the best case scenario for us. So I assume they'll do 1, 2, and then 1 onto the Radiant Charizard. Yeah. So we're going to do the play with Iron Leaves, and just hopefully we're able to draw into the grass energy we're looking for. If we don't, we'll be like slightly stuck, but we'll see. There's another crown. We can play that for now. We'll Techno Radar first in order to get our Miraidon out of our deck. Yeah. We'll take the Miraidon out of our deck Just helps us not draw it. Helps thin ever so slightly, gives our odds of getting that last grass energy, you know, a little bit more in our favor. And we research, and there we go. So we were able to find it. Then we can even attach the booster capsule here in order to help us retreat on our following turn. We'll Pokégear here. Find another boss. That's pretty big for us. Means we'll be able to knock out the Lumineon on the following turn. Perfect. So honestly, what we're probably going to end up doing is, unless they already have a fire energy in hand, that would be kind of annoying. If they have fire energy in... Oh, they do. Oh, that's kind of annoying. And the hero's cape is still annoying, but not the biggest deal in the world. So they're going to be able to knock us out. Kind of sad, but not really. Since what we'll be able to do is we'll just bring Miraidon in. We'll attach. We can attach here. If we wanted to, we could boss his orders up something else, but it doesn't really. That would just reset his attack, so it doesn't really help us. Well, Arven for... Grab a counter catcher, that could be useful. And we'll grab ourselves the EXP share. We'll put the EXP share down onto this. And then we'll go ahead and just peak acceleration. Get ourselves the energies we need to power up our Iron Hands. Since now that we have... we'll have our Iron Hands all the way powered up to use AMP very much. End a boss's orders. This Lumineon is just going to be how we end the game. Or if they decide to get rid of this, like they fill their board and they happen to run like Collapse Stadium or something, or like a Penny or something, and pick this up. If they turn this into Pidgeot EX, we can knock that out all the same and do the exact same play, so it doesn't really matter. We'll also have Counter Catcher available to us as well, so if they reshuffle our hand for any random reason, I don't even think they could. We would still have like plenty of outs. So we're gonna go into another win here. There's pretty much nothing they can do at this point. Well, I guess they have. No, they can't play Prime Crusher because they're already using Hero's Cape, so that's not a thing. They don't have access to Counter Catcher. Yeah, so there's literally nothing they can do to win this game right now. Like, they can manually retreat this out, bring back Charizard, knock this out. But, like, even if they had built a whole new Charizard, it wasn't going to matter. So we'll give them the thumbs up, see if they, you know, realize the situation. But we'll place the energy down. We'll bring in our Iron Hands. We'll drop down. And we'll Counter Catcher for fun. We'll hit for weakness, which is what made Lumineon like not really that great in the meta anymore. Just because of how easy it is to take triple prize cards off of it. Like that and Squawkabilly, we've kind of seen fall really out of the meta just because of how popular Iron Hands is and like what a like liability those kind of cards have become because of it. But yeah, another pretty easy game against Charizard EX. Not really much of a problem. Our opponent was playing Toadstool for some reason, but I guess that's the tech that they want to run into. It is what it is. I like this list a lot. There's definitely like a weird learning curve to using Iron Leaves so much, and like where to place the energies and like which ones to pick. So there's definitely a learning curve to Future Box that I haven't quite hit that ceiling of yet. Like I definitely still can see myself making a lot of mistakes. But it's a lot of fun actually, and especially at like a higher rating, you just end up running into Charizard like I would say like 8 out of 10 games. So having the ability to just be like, whatever, pretty free matchup is pretty nice actually. So if you're looking for a Charizard like hard counter deck, this and the Skull Villain deck that I did just before this both work really, really, really well for that. So yeah, we'll go into game 3 in a moment, and I'll see you guys there. Peace. All right, we're into the third game. Our opponent won the coin flip and is choosing to go first. So we got pretty lucky in the fact that we either won the coin flip and were able to go second, or our opponent, oh, they're playing Torterra. Oh, that's so cool. I don't even want to beat them now. I kind of just want to see them play and see what their list is. I'm so curious. Alright, we'll draw one card off the mulligan. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, can we lose this game, please? I would be so excited to see them do something super cool. Alright, so there's a Katini, double Turtwig. There's the Wurmple, so they're playing the Beautifly engine. Solid engine, good way to go. We really don't need this. Place this down. Town Store. We'll attach the energy. We can go ahead and Iono here. That's going to kind of help them, but we really need to get unstuck. Perfect. Alright, so we'll place this. We'll Techno Radar. My phone is ringing. For some random reason. I swear that no one calls me or like comes by my apartment almost literally ever. But anytime I'm recording, out of nowhere, like everyone wants to call me, my doorbell's ringing. Like, when's the last time you've heard of anyone ringing a doorbell? But if it's at my apartment, believe me, the moment I start recording, they will absolutely be there. It's incredible. Anyway, we're going to be able to knock out this Turtwig and get our Iron Hand set up. I'm not really worried about getting Grass Energy on board anymore since we're not going to be hitting anything for weakness. Iron Leaves isn't the strongest. It'll be okay since we can like boost it with Iron Crown, but just a native 180 isn't super beneficial. Especially when we can get Iron Hands on board, and being able to knock out the Whimsicott and being able to knock out the Beautifly and stuff like that is going to be way easier with like taking double prize cards off something with Iron Hands, like so much easier. The only thing I would change about this list is that I only run one Iron Hands EX in this list, mostly because I wanted it to focus on Iron Leaves, but I'd probably add one more Iron Hands into the list just to get it to be stronger. So they're going to go Katini Evolution here. Oh, why not? Wouldn't that have been just better? I feel like they kind of missed an opportunity there. Alright, they're going to bring in Torterra. It's fine by me. What do we want to do here? Well, Arven. Well, Arven will grab a EXP share and a Pokégear, I think. Yeah, that's probably fine. So we can Pokégear here. We find the boss's orders for next turn. That's pretty nice. What we can actually do is we're just going to go ahead and play this down. We'll attach the EXP onto this. And then we can go ahead and manually attach... we'll put the grass energy here. We'll peak acceleration, take another prize card. And we'll grab this and this. Really what we're looking to do, we're going to place an energy down onto this, and we'll place the other energy here. We're just going to stockpile some grass energy onto our Iron Crown. Just so that way, if we want to throw in leaves later, we always can, just to like kind of eat a hit, get some damage down. But we're really just using Miraidons for right now. What we're probably going to end up doing is using boss's orders to pull up the Beautifly and knock that out first, just because we want to be able to stop their draw engine. That's kind of like our biggest problem at the moment. Is... Oh, that kind of sucks. I mean, it's nice because we're going to get more cards than we had, but kind of sucks because I really wanted the boss's orders. We'll throw that onto this. We'll bring this back into the active only because we have the future booster capsule. So we can always retreat it if we want to. But honestly, what we might do here is take advantage of leaves. I think that's actually going to be the play. We're going to take advantage of leaves in this matchup, actually. We'll bring it into the active. We'll take the energies off of this. And we'll just throw that energy on there. End our turn. Well, not end our turn, but place that down. Throw this. And then we'll hit for 260, which isn't bad, actually. We're gonna... That sets us up in Iron Hand range. So there's Grottle. They could actually end up healing Torterra EX here with Whimsicott. But that's like totally fine because they're only going to do 150 or like 180 in total unless they run Max Belt. Why'd they go Beautifly there? Like, wouldn't you want to go Whimsicott? Oh, okay. They already had one in hand, that's why. So we have to assume that they're going to have an energy in hand. If Forest March hit for more damage, it would actually be insane. There's an Iono that, again, that just kind of helps me more than them. Boss's orders is huge. The problem in this situation is that even if they attack me, we're in the exact same position all over again. Unless they have Max Belt. Again, like another person calling me. It's insane. And I thought I muted my phone this time, but I didn't. But it's actually crazy. How many people do you know that call you? Alright, so what we can do here, we have the option of going retreat, boss, you know, whatever. They're going to be able to heal, though, on the next turn. So I think it's actually better. We can just boss his orders up. We can just boss his orders this up. Retreat. Go Iron Hands here. Go with the pod. Throw the energy on. And amp you very much for another 2 prizes. So 1, 2. There's other boss. So Torterra can come in again without max belt. It can't knock us out. So we're just going to be able to boss up literally anything we feel like on the next turn and get the KO. Oh, I was so hoping that this was going to be better. And, like, this is the problem with Torterra EX. It just doesn't do enough damage. Like, needing an entire bench of stuff and you only hit for 180 damage in total is just not enough. I'd rather it cost another energy and actually hit for, like, 250. Or something. It's just too weak. Is its biggest problem. I really wanted it to be good. I'm saddened all over again. Because it's like, they didn't even play... I mean, they made some mistakes, but they didn't even play that bad. And they're, like, playing around the strategy. It's just unfortunate. Like, this is part of the problem with the deck. Is... they did what they were supposed to do. Right? But Iron Hands exists, and you have a bunch of, like, really susceptible benched Pokemon. So, we're just going to boss up. We'll boss up the random Turtwig. And we'll hit for 160. Take the final 2 prizes. If Iron Hands wasn't in the game, I actually think that Torterra might be better. Like, I could actually see that. But again, Iron Hands holds Torterra back so hard. Like, what was he supposed to do there? I mean, it's hard to know with the cards that he had, but yeah, it's definitely rough. Alright, but that's going to be the game 3. I'm saddened by Torterra all over again. I thought those days were behind me, but I guess they're not. They're still here. So that is what it is. But yeah, definitely let me know what you think of the list, guys. Definitely let me know any changes that you would make. The more that I play with it, the more that I want to include one more Iron Hands and a Volcarona. Just because I feel like I am running into... It was weird. During all my playtesting and building, I never ran into, like, any grass decks or, like, anything that I'd need the Volcarona for. But then, like, during the recording, I'm like, it actually wouldn't be that bad. And a second Iron Hands would go so hard. So that's the changes that I would make. But I really like the list as it is. But yeah, definitely let me know any changes that you guys would make. Thank you guys for making it to the end of the video if you did. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Share it with a friend if you want. I don't really care. But yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Definitely let me know any other content that you'd want to see on the channel. I'm always down to create new stuff, and I'm really looking forward to having more time to do more content in the summer. So I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.